Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Bringing it out. It's Little. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. He's stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC, and ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And now the handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Receivers are bunched together. Back to throw. It's Collins. Contact as he threw it. It's caught downfield. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Back to pass. It's Collins. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his big tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. And there's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
He shreds the tackle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The Ducks will line up to boot it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They punched it in their last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Collins. Looking for his back. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. An effective play, good for a 1st down to the 35. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. Started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws. Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Makes the catch downfield. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the 1st down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And the Ducks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. They're going to scramble now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, this Fred era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Ducks will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You've got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered. But I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the 1st down.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
But that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Little. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Using his legs on the scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Hands off to the left. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Caught quickly. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
He hands it off from the gun. Breaks loose at the 40. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid game.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Over the middle, it's Green. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and get it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great complement to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time. There's a shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Oh, and he breaks free at the 10. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Grab near the sticks. It's sticky. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. To throw, it's McCord. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. Out past the 30. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's complete downfield. Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. And a timeout is called, important stage late here in the second quarter. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Handoff from the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Looking to pass. It's McCord. Bringing pressure. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Ducks. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Little. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Fights off a defender. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's McCord. The pass rush closing in. He'll try a pass here. Looks to the left, pass caught. The gain was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The linebacker shifting around now. Handoff to the back. Breaking free at midfield. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in the rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Wideout's now clustered. First down, looking to throw the football. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job with the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Dunks it down to the back. Caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And this time it's complete. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, it's a big risk to play man-to-man coverage by this defense, and this time they get caught. Great timing between the quarterback and his receiver. You can
Touchdown, Oregon. And they will claim the second half lead. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. He'll hand it off. Good enough for the first down with a 37.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Collins. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LSU. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kurt, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Well, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. And all of a sudden, we got a new game.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Dropping back, it's McCord. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's got it. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout where they check him out. And the Ducks are looking to keep this drive going. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit. That's what caused the fumble.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Collins. All day to throw. Finally lets it go to the left side. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
Chris, is it possible to be DBU and wide receiver U at the same time? I think the LSU fans think it's possible. They always seem to have great defensive backs, and they always have pass catchers that just show up and show out week after week, year after year.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
I love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They can't slow him down. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Defense is coming after him. The sure hands. It's Dickey. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab near the sticks. It's Dickey. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
The back's got it. The gain is 5, so it's second and 5 now.
I know this defense. Hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The shotgun running play call.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing third down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line,
into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And they'll set up for the PAT. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Little. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's McCord. Pressure is coming. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here will be 61 yards. Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And it's no good. He missed it. And here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tigers. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock, they eventually get the ball into the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. Scanning the field, it's McCord. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
It's a quick grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But
it's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
Just a great job by this defense to knock that ball loose and get a critical turnover here late in the game, working with the lead. You get the ball back to your offense, and now a chance to secure victory.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long. but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that.